Okay, so I'm Harry Weaver, your narrator, and I haven't been on here for a little while. Let's see. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn is maybe something that Rhett Butler would have said in Gone with the Wind. This is another long-winded one. I'm terribly sorry. But there was another one. It was like, Frank. Something about Frank, and I'll have to see if I can come back to it. Okay, other things that we're following. I don't know, the weird news on the, well, this here is known as a swamp donkey. And this is a chainsaw manufacturer. I don't know. It's very hard to weave a tale when there's so many threads that are the wrong color. I'm trying to go and put the sweater back together again, and Weezer is singing about my sweater song, and it's coming unraveled. It's coming unraveled faster than I can sew it up together again. Anyways, well, let's see. Let's start off with A&W. A&W. Albert and Walter. It's a Canadian chain of hamburger joints that have been around forever and ever, way back to my parents' age. At one time it was a drive-in, and the server would come out to the car, and they would wear roller skates in the summertime, and then they would bring you a tray, and the tray had little clips on the bottom of it, and it would clip on to your window of the car, so you'd roll it down 3/4 of the way, and they'd clip on the tray. And it reminds me quite a lot of the old drive-in movies, because in the drive-in movies you pulled into a spot, and they had a speaker, and the speaker had a clip that also clipped onto the side of your window, so you could roll up the window to keep the bugs out, or turn the heat on, keep the car open. It's very sad that we don't have drive-in movies anymore. I was thinking of that the other day. It's like we've lost so many things. We used to have roller skating rinks. We used to have drive-in movies. We used to have, well, where I live, we never had, and we should have had, those little gasoline engine powered go-karts. A lot of fun. And I thought if we did have one now, it'd be so expensive that no one would go. Moving along. Royal. I don't know what I want to talk about royals right now. Nothing too much. Snakes and ladders. You climb a ladder on one square of the board, and on another square of the board you slide down a snake, and it takes you back down lower. Oh dear, I'm not doing very well with your narration. I'm terribly sorry. I'm just getting over a cold, and I'm sleepy tired. And even this moose, he seems to know something. If you look at him, he seems to be, I'm a know-it-all moose. Swamp donkey. Am I a know-it-all? No, I don't know it all, and I'm trying to piece together some kind of a fabric, something that we can go off of what is going on in, the goings-on. Well, I went out today for a long walk to read the signs, and I had some angel numbers. I had a 777 and a 111 and a 000. So you can look those up on Google. What is the symbology of these triple numbers? I had various ones that I see, but I haven't figured out what they mean. I had a visit to the subtropical arena today, and I looked at the fig trees and the palm trees and the bird of paradise trees and various other subtropicals. I saw some incredible cactuses. I've got a very strange dream where the toilet keeps flushing every 2 to 5 minutes. What does it mean? And if you have a dream and the toilet all by itself, nobody's in the bathroom, and it just keeps flushing. It's like if it was an automatic toilet, it's like it thinks that somebody keeps sitting down and getting up, and it keeps automatically flushing the toilet. What does it mean? Something gets flushed down the toilet. It's like time to reset the toilet, resetting the toilet. And the toilet is all everyone knows what goes in a toilet. So it keeps flushing and keeps flushing, keeps flushing, flushing. It's like if you've got water pipes and you've had a break in the water pipe and sand and dirt has got in it, you got to flush the water. So you got to use a lot of water to flush out the pipes to get all the crud out before the water is considered clean again and ready to drink. Flushing. Flesh-eating disease. It's not flushing, but it's flesh-eating. Flesh-eating disease. I haven't heard of anybody having flesh-eating disease lately. What is flesh-eating disease? It's primarily the staph bacterium. Some kind of a super bug that can't be treated by antibiotics. Staph. But staff spelled the other way is like the staff room at like a school or an office. The staff room where you can go in and have coffee. See if they've got any donuts or Cinnabons. Lemons. At the subtropical paradise I was at, they had lots of big lemons hanging from the tree. Lemons. Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clemens. And I've got lemon and orange. And then I think of Lemon Yellow Sun, which was a part of a Pearl Jam song. Moose. What do you think of with moose? I think of Bullwinkle. It was the famous cartoon moose. And there was part of the Bullwinkle show. There was Dudley Do-Right, the Mountie, and his boss from the RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, was the inspector. There was Snidely Whiplash, who was the bad guy. And then I think of the other cartoons. I'm not sure if it was the same show, but there was Mr. Peabody, who was a very smart dog, and he looked after a boy named Sherman. I was also thinking of Heckle and Jekyll today, the two crows. I think they're crows, because I saw several ravens flying by. The raven is an interesting symbol. Depends on who you look it up. There's quite a wide variety, but crows and ravens have a lot of symbology when it comes to seeing magic. I heard Gold Dust Woman, Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac sang Gold Dust Woman again today. I just heard Marty Ballin and the Jefferson Airplane sing Miracles. If only you'd believe in miracles, so would I. Let's see, we listened to Lord of the Dance by the Dubliners and then another version by Michael Flatley. And we saw the connection that was made by Chris Krepchik and Stuart Wilde. They said that Jesus was another incarnation of Lord Shiva. So there's a connection between, the area of ancient Israel and India. And what was the other one? Well, Lord of the Dance. I don't know. I'm trying to connect it. I mean, it's India over there in the Indian subcontinent, but I'm also thinking of like First Nations, Aboriginal people, because of the raven, and the raven is always known as kind of a, maybe it's the crow, but it's a trickster animal, and a trickster animal is basically, what is a trickster really about? I mean, I keep going over trickster, trickster. What is a trickster? Does he just like telling tricks, doing tricks? Like trick or treat at Halloween? Or is there a deeper meaning? He's trying to, you won't listen to him. You won't listen to him. So what does he do is he plays a trick on you. So he grabs your attention so you will finally pay attention to what he's trying to tell you. I saw so many things today, but I haven't been able to put them all together. So many things. Anyway, this is what I do, being your narrator. I go over the things after I go and see the omens. I go for a long walk, and I see the omens. Muammar Gaddafi. 2 days in a row I saw an article on Facebook. Somebody was trying to say Muammar Gaddafi was very good for his own people. He had very cheap gas, and he would give people $50,000 when they got married to buy a house. And then other people were saying, well, he was a nightmare. He was supplying weapons to the Irish Republican Army, who was all about blowing people up. And they shot, they crashed a plane over Lockerbie, Scotland. So was he good or bad? No one wants to say. But when I was looking at the lemon trees, I saw a guy walk in, and he sure looked a lot like Muammar Gaddafi. I mean, he wasn't identical, but he was close enough that I went, geez, that's really weird. Not quite a doppelganger, but close enough. He looked like a Libyan. Let's see. I keep thinking of the word chief, because I keep seeing license plates that say CHHF. And the 2 H's is significant because and I also saw Blue Jay on a license plate, and then I saw the next license plate after Blue Jay was 3 J's, letter J's, and then one car after that also had a J, so it was like 5 J's. For me, a Blue Jay is like, well, it's almost like a bluebird, and traditionally in the hypnosis book I took out of the Mills Memorial Library at McMaster University in Hamilton, Canada, it was a how-to manual, how to do hypnotism, and when you wanted to wake someone out of their hypnotic trance, you said bluebird. So I haven't seen bluebird, but I see blue jay. Blue jay is, there's also like the Toronto Blue Jays, and then there's another bird that's like it that's a little bit more gray blue. It's called a whiskey jack. And they're all members of the crow family. I'm not sure what a bluebird is, but a blue jay and a whiskey jack are related to the crow, and that's in French it's a corriveau. Raven is another member of that family. Blue jays. Let's see, what else have I seen today? I don't know. I'm going on and on. This is what it's like trying to put something together. I'm almost at 15 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Steel yourselves. That means, like, be strong. Be like Bullwinkle. I mean, he's kind of a know-it-all. He kind of knows everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to turn out just perfect in the end. And, this moose is like that. And he's a swamp donkey. He's at Sioux Lookout. Okay, so I have to look up the Sioux, First Nations tribe. A lookout is where you go up, and you can look out across a vast stretch of land. That's all I've got for you. I'm Harry Weaver. I'm sorry I not weaved you very much of a tale, but this is what it's like trying to make a story out of nothing at all.